guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to another video. So I wanted to do a video. This is going to be a part of my bad credit series. I was a single parent. I had two daughters. I did get some child support, and I'm not going to say that the father was completely absent, but he was, definitely not the best father that he could be, and he wasn't completely there. So, there were times that I had to make tough decisions in life, and with those decisions, my credit was definitely affected. So for me, I had to find alternative ways to do certain things in my life. Now, these don't all have to do with me, but some do. So in today's video, what I want to talk to you guys about is trying to get a car with little money, bad credit, or both. So it's not going to be a very long video. It's going to be kind of short, but right now in 2022 is very interesting. It's an interesting time. Things are not as they were back when I was trying to get vehicles and stuff. I was blessed to have a guy who was a buy here, pay here. He worked on cars, but he also sold some from time to time. And so I don't even know how we ended up with the relationship that we ended up with, but I was able to get cars from him for little or nothing. Like, we had a pretty good relationship. I traded cars out with him once. It's just like, yeah, nobody probably would find a deal like that today. But, one of the things about it is there are a lot of franchise or corporate car companies now who sell cars. Like, for example, I have a 2014 truck. I put $250 down. It had less than 50,000 miles on it. It had been a corporate lease vehicle, so it wasn't, the maintenance was kept very well. It was a very good buy. That's the car that I have now. So that is going to be one of the ways that we talk about when it comes to trying to get a car. I got the car from CarMax, I believe it is. But CarMax now has, there's other companies out there that are similar to CarMax. Drive time was always around. My last car I got from them, because I've gotten a car from them before I got one. I think I put $800 down, paid that off. The second time I went back to get a vehicle, I didn't have to put anything down because I had already paid off a car with them. My daughter ended up totaling that car, but still paid it off. So if I went back to them, I don't think I would have any issue getting a vehicle from them. So finding a car company like that and developing a relationship is one way. Another way is, especially if you need a car and want to make extra money, you can go to Lyft. Lyft has Lyft cars. So you put $250 down, you go to this presentation, they educate you on having a Lyft car, how it works and all this and that. As a matter of fact, I think Uber does this too now. You put the $250 down, you get the car. The first $125 a week that you make goes to them. The rest of the money you make goes to your pocket. The $125 pays for the vehicle, and you get to keep the car. As long as you make enough to pay them, even if you don't make enough to pay yourself, as long as you pay whatever expenses you owe to them, you keep the car. And that's your ride. It's including insurance, I believe. Also, not only does it include insurance, it's a recent car. perfect, pristine condition, you know, it's a good deal. And so that would be the second way that we would discuss getting a vehicle. Of course, with that one, there's some strings obviously attached. Now, the last way that I'm going to mention in this video, because like I said, I don't want it too long, is they have car companies now that aren't as big as these big car marts and car maxes and whatnot. But they'll let you put $500 down and you pay a weekly payment. Some places want a little bit more than others, but the deal with these cars is they have a device in them that you pay weekly. Every week you have to call in, make your payment, and they give you a code to punch into the device on your car. As long as you punch that code in, which means you made your payment, that car keeps running. But if you get behind in the payments, not only will the car, I think you get a 3-day grace period, the car shuts down. Once the car shuts down, you get, I think, a week to make that payment. And if you don't make that payment in a week, they come and get the car. So that's another alternative to getting a vehicle. With that deal, like I said, that requires $500 down. Some places want a little bit more. It just depends on the car, how much money they got into the car, etc., etc. Lastly, another thing that I do want to mention is I just lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. But yeah, so that I talked about the 3 ways to get the vehicles. And I said I wanted to mention something lastly. What was it? Oh my gosh. I can't think of what it was, so I'm assuming it wasn't that important. But like I said, those are the 3 ways that you can get a vehicle. One thing that I also suggest is making sure not only that you keep good insurance, but you don't go crazy with your deductible. A lot of people, especially those who don't have a lot of money, end up getting in cars, get $1,000 deductible, and God forbid something happen, they can't even afford to get their car fixed because they know they ain't got $1,000. They know they don't have it in savings, they don't have it anywhere, and they don't have anybody who could give it to them. And so with that being the case, if it's your fault, if the accident is your fault, you're screwed. But those are the 3 ways that I was saying in today's time that you can get a vehicle. And like I said, one of them does have strings attached. But yeah, another thing is trying to keep good relationships with the people that you buy from. Because so once you finish paying off one vehicle, you can go back, and if you want a different vehicle, if you want to upgrade, if you want to trade in, whatever you want to do, you can do it. So that's that. Anyway, so I'm gonna conclude my video here. Those are 3 ways that you can get a car with bad credit or low money. Another way that you can get a car short term is Turo. As a matter of fact, I plan to start offering rental vehicles and doing it through Turo. So they have a way, it's similar to Airbnb, but it's for cars. And so with that, you know, you can make money on your personal vehicles. And so honestly, I was going to use one of these 3 ways, which is the $500 deal with the little code thing in the vehicle. I was thinking of buying a few cars that way and putting them on Turo for rent. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it, but if I do, I am going to talk about that here on the channel. And I am going to document the process here on the channel so you guys will be able to see that. So at any rate, those are some ways to get a vehicle with no money and no credit, or both. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask me below. And if you have any ways you'd like to add to that list, please list them below as well. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.